Welcome back. What what the hell are you what are you doing?
Can you guess what snack that is then?
Well, it's not jerky.
Nope, because you asked me before we
It
started
doesn't
recording.
sound like jerky. Um, is it a chocolate of some sort?
It is. If I were to do this, I don't know if you heard or not.
No.
Okay, that's not going to help you.
Is it M&M's?
Nope.
Give us a clue.
Um, Cilla Black could have been referred to as this.
Um,
I think
a
Cilla Black.
delusioned old bitch. Is that a chocolate?
How did you know?
Yes, that's one of Cadbury's more controversial lines.
Mm. It's
No.
matchmakers.
Uh, you know, British Airways. I don't think it was British Airways, but just flight attendants in general.
Mm.
They used to do like informal polls of who the worst celebrity was to have on a flight, and Cilla Black won every year.
Wow.
By all accounts, she was awful. Um, she wasn't that great a singer. There's a great podcast that sort of delves into this a little bit. That she was a fairly mediocre singer. She was
Mm.
just one of those talents who, I say talents, one of those people who wouldn't have really gone anywhere um, in a more just world, I guess. Just the idea that you need to put something on telly and fuck it, she can basically hold a tune, so she's fine. And it really went to her head. Um,
They're the worst, aren't they? Where they're good at one thing briefly and then all of a sudden it's their life.
it's a great
I can't imagine
podcast.
being one of those people for anything ever.
I think it's a podcast that I see what you're doing. I think it's a podcast that talks about Top of the Pops.
Okay.
It goes through like every episode of
Dangerous
Top of the
topic.
Pops and the people who were on it. And Cilla Black was on one, and they talked in depth about her and
On how shit she was.
yeah, just what an unpleasant figure she was. And she
Well,
was. I think it was in the Guardian about when she was alive. She did there was an interview, and the interviewee discussed how she had all these paid people around her who basically just laughed at her jokes.
I
Ah,
wish I had some of those people.
yeah, me too. But
$10, please.
mm, um, but yeah, by all accounts, not a very nice woman, Cilla Black. She used to piss herself laughing at Britain's Got Talent. She used to watch the Jeremy Kyle show. That's it. She used to watch the Jeremy Kyle show and laugh in her villa in Spain, and that sort of gives you a measure of the woman, really.
Well, I used to enjoy watching Jeremy Kyle for the sake that their problems weren't problems I had to deal with.
Yeah, I think the Jeremy Kyle show. I mean, we're sort of looking back on it in disgust now, but I think in the future it's going to be much more pronounced.
What, but it was a terrible, terrible thing that never should have happened.
Yeah, it's just really when you think about it, it's really exploitative. I mean, America went through that phase in sort of the 90s, the 80s and 90s, and it ended up getting somebody killed. Um, basically, this daytime talk show did a segment called Secret Crushes.
Hmm.
Um, I can't remember what the name of the show was. It was a woman's name, but this
Trisha
no, this guy. I want to say Jenny something. I don't know.
from
Anyway,
from the block.
no, this guy. He was invited on, and he thought his crush was a woman, but is
Hmm.
actually a guy, and he was very insecure and being sort of brought on and exposed, not exposed, but well, I suppose exposed to that on national television made him incredibly insecure, and he ended up shooting the guy who had the crush on him,
Fucking hell.
and it was a huge court case.
Understandable.
Yeah, he got out of prison quite recently. Um, the show got sued, but
Hmm.
it appealed and won. Um, and there's a great documentary on Netflix which I've referenced or I've mentioned before called Trial by Media, and that's the first episode.
Oh.
Scott Amadou or Amado or something like that. But I'd recommend it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the Jeremy Kyle show is oh shit. We are not going to be. It's one of
Looking
those
fondly.
things that we're really going to be a bit. Holy shit! How the hell was that ever approved? Sort of thing. You know, like children in mines.
Yes. Well, they've got small hands, haven't they? They can get to places.
Well, yeah. You don't need to feed them as much.
They don't understand the value of money, so you can pay them tuppence.
Yeah, they're only little. They think the big coins mean they're more valuable.
Sometimes they are.
Well, a 2p's not more valuable than a 5p. But a 6-year-old doesn't know that, does he? The bloody
A
idiot.
2p is more valuable than a 1p.
Yeah. All right.
Twice as much. Hence why sometimes they are. That's all. I'm just backing up that one statement.
Well,
I made.
yes. All right. Yes. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Children are dumb. Basically, you can exploit them
But you
for
shouldn't.
profit. No.
You absolutely shouldn't. A lot of people get into a lot of trouble for that.
Yes, we have to cover ourselves legally. Please do not exploit children for financial gain.
Or any sort of purpose.
No.
Don't exploit children. Don't exploit people.
No.
Be nice to people. Be kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be a dickhead.
I mean, we're not the cuddliest of people. I'm sure we'd be the first to admit. But
I'm a lovely person.
yeah, fundamentally, we do try, and we are, you know, comparatively moral, and we wouldn't want to encourage anyone to do anything terrible on our behalf.
True that. I have just been informed that all of a sudden the neighbour that probably stole my parcel has realised that actually it turns out I do have my parcel.
Well, then that sort of fucks with the idea that they stole it, unless they had a
Well,
change of conscience or thought, oh god, the heat's pressing in.
well, that's the thing. There have been extended family members investigating, trying to work out where it went, using the picture that DPD took, which is a shit picture. You wouldn't be able to say it was me if it was a picture of me.
Right.
It's a really bad picture. And apparently, all sorts of people have apparently said that it's this one person, which is why I was going to go back there tomorrow. But
But that's good.
they apparently they didn't realise what I was talking about
Oh right.
at the time when I went round earlier. Now I don't know about you, but if someone's knocked on my door and they said, "I think you might have a parcel for me," you it's not a very difficult conversation to have.
Hmm.
Like that's not
Oh, what do
complicated.
you mean I startled the witch?
So you set her off. Run, better run, faster than a witch.
So before we started, I mentioned The Apprentice.
Yes, you did. Oh, hang on, I just want to clarify because we came into this with very little to actually talk about, right?
Yeah.
Was that entire conversation about Cilla Black based on the fact that I've got matchmakers?
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Well,
stuff like that does
truly.
happen. It does help.
Truly, it's a good job I have snacks.
Yeah, we talked about Cilla Black and a podcast that talks about a great deal, and I'll see if I can link it.
These are chocolate orange matchmakers, by the way. I fucking love chocolate orange.
Yeah.
They're not toes.
Anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, The Apprentice. Did you ever watch The Apprentice?
Well, as you know from our pre-game chat, I did a while back.
What do you remember of it?
People being fucking useless.
Yeah, I was a big fan. It was one of my favourite TV programs. I think it went downhill when Margaret left, and then I got older, and suddenly the idea of terrible people sniping and screwing each other over and striving to be, you know, a business bitch for Alan Sugar wasn't particularly appealing. And I sort of felt a bit different about The Apprentice after that, and I think it's the fact that I sort of grew older and became disillusioned with the working world, if you know what I mean.
Yep. I'm about to be set on fire by it. There we go. I saved my own life. Oh, Jesus Christ, there was a zombie right behind me when I turned around.
I'm a-coming. I'm a-here.
No, I remember being amused by Claude and his comments during the interview process.
Yeah.
You know, the next to last one where they...
Yeah. Penultimate. Yeah.
Well, we all know the fancy word, Ben.
I know. I just wanted to show off that I did.
We all know the fancy word.
I think they sort of ruined Claude Littner
What, by making him more important?
by making him regular. Yeah. It's sort of like
He's a laugh,
having
though.
Garrick appear in like every episode of DS9 and with his own side plot. You know,
Mm.
it's not the sort of person you push to the front.
No,
You leave him
no,
on
I
the
see that.
sidelines. He's best. It's like Creed in The Office. You know, you give him a few lines every now and then. Don't.
Better for the scarcity.
Yes. Yes. Precisely. And also, I don't really like Alan Sugar. I think he's an arsehole.
Oh shit!
He's a sort of chap. Oh, for fuck's sake! He's a sort of chap who thinks that real poverty only existed when he was a kid and doesn't exist anymore, and he pulled himself up by his bootstraps, which he did. To be fair, you know.
Bye, Francis.
Well done. You can't really play the whole. His parents were rich because he grew up in a council flat.
Hmm.
But he's still an arsehole, and I hate all the shitty jokes he makes. Like, just bad jokes, and all the candidates laugh because they have to.
Yeah, they're paid to. Oh shit! I need a Molotov.
I've got one, where is it?
Somewhere ahead of us.
Found it.
Shit!
Ow!
That's something that I quite like. Is when a TV show has
Oh no.
very, very little swearing, and then all of a sudden there's a swear word.
Yes, it's a lesson I try and practice in my usual life outside of our interactions.
It's the gravity of something that you're not expecting.
Precisely, it carries an awful lot more weight.
There's a hunter around.
You know, if you hold fire on it.
I'll tell you what I was watching recently that didn't have very much swearing in it.
The King's Christmas speech.
No, I haven't seen that still.
Oh right. You probably never will.
Probably at this point, I feel like I missed the boat.
Well, that's all right.
So, have you got any other guesses?
Did Henry do a school play? I bet there probably wasn't much swearing in that.
No, but we have got a rule when it comes to swearing.
C word only? What?
In context and where it won't get us in trouble.
Okay.
So be it.
Well,
if he's at home and it's a contextually appropriate time to swear, I'm not going to get arsy with him.
what does he say?
He doesn't.
Oh, well, good for him.
He genuinely he was talking. He wanted to talk about someone called Dick, but he was nervous to say it in case he got in trouble.
Ah, bless his
Because he knows that is sometimes a rude
A
word. And I
naughty
said to him,
word.
well, that's why I explained the context to him. I said, look, you know, that it's an also a word that people use for Richard instead of Richard. So you're not. And then I mentioned Dick Van Dyke, who obviously featured on your list. Our James
Connections
round in the
game
one that,
last time. Maybe the last ever Connections game.
it may well be. You know, actually, it's not because I've got one on my phone that I've not actually investigated.
Oh, right, okay.
I saw a picture that said all these people had this particular link, and I've just not. I mean, keep meaning to go and have a look and see if it's true.
Well,
But it's more than a 10-minute job, so I've not got around to it.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll see if that pans out.
Probably won't. I mean, Christ, I could just do it if you want and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, let me get the picture.
I'm guessing you don't want me to start the thing yet.
No, I am currently in the way. Okay, so. Well, pardon me, I am so sorry. I forgot the microphone as well.
How did you forget? We've been filming for like 3 hours.
Well, when I'm playing with the lads, we're not normally so fussed about it. I mean, we apologise afterwards, but we don't stop it from happening.
Oh, right.
We just sort of let
sorry,
them out.
your other friends are so uncouth.
They really are. So, yes, Kate Blanchett and Viola Davis.
Well, Kate Blanchett was in Lord of the Rings, amongst other things. She played Galadriel, and Viola Davis was in other things too. want to say The Help, and
Is other things the sequel to other things? Other things two the sequel to other things?
no,
Oh, okay. Just convenient naming convention, yeah.
yeah,
Other things too. This time it's vague.
yes. Um, is it something to do with the Oscars? Because they have both won
No,
Oscars.
no. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Give me some more, please.
Michelle Williams and Michelle Yeoh,
Do you mean Michelle Yao?
possibly.
She was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and a Bond film that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Williams. Who's Michelle Williams?
Don't know.
Okay.
Not off the top of my head.
I don't know.
Okay. Any idea on a connection then?
Well, they're all women. Is that important?
No, but there will be more later.
Okay.
Austin Butler and Brendan Fraser.
Well, Brendan Fraser was in The Mummy, of course,
And The Mummy 2, which in this case is a sequel to The Mummy.
yes, and the
This
Mummy,
time it's Mummier.
yes, and The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which isn't great.
Was he in that one?
Yeah, nobody talks about that one.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Rachel Weisz, I think is her name. She wasn't in that one because they wanted her to play the mother of a guy in his 30s, and she was a bit insulted
Right.
by it, so they had to.
I would be.
They had to recast. No, oh fuck.
Tell you what.
Is it relevant to films they've been in?
Probably, but no.
Okay. All right. Give me another one, please.
Another one, or do you want more than?
Well, another two, please. Another round of.
Colin Farrell and Bill Nye.
So it's nothing to do with films they've been in, did you say?
I said probably, but no.
Probably, but no. What sense does that make? You know the answer.
Well, I'm sure the films that they're in have probably made an impact on the matter, but it's not relevant to the actual answer.
Are they highest grossing?
No.
No. Well, Bill Nye's in a variety of things, isn't he?
Bill Nye was in probably one of the best non-Doctor scenes of Doctor Who.
Yes, it's a great scene. I know the one you mean. It's very, very, very touching, and it never fails to make me get a bit teary-eyed sometimes.
When I say non-Doctor, obviously you know what I mean, but like for the viewer,
non-Doctor
in the sense that he is definitely not what we're meant to be paying attention to.
No, he's not the focus of that. It's the scene. I haven't even seen the episode. I've seen the scene.
He takes Van Gogh to the Louvre, doesn't he?
Yes, to an exhibition. Van Gogh, however you want to pronounce it, exhibition, and a creator who's a great admirer of his, and he just lets him soak in his legacy. You know.
And then he still kills himself.
Yeah, which is sort of important. I think it's a good lesson. Like, you can be incredibly loved and incredibly successful, and it doesn't make a fucking difference.
True.
You know.
I love the story this room tells.
Do you know what that's a reference to?
I'm going to go with. I do know. Is it Evil Dead?
No.
Which one is it?
It's a Peter Jackson film.
Is it?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a really early one that he made when he was just starting out. Just a really gory, visceral film, and a guy uses a lawnmower to kill zombies.
It's not the Lawnmower Man, is it?
No. But
Do you want more names?
Yes, please.
Angela Bassett and Kerry Condon.
I don't know who these people are.
No, me neither. Again, I cannot stress enough. I did say I was going to research this before I wanted to present it.
Were they all in the same thing?
Not as far as I'm aware. If they are, it's not why they're on this list.
Could you give me a clue?
When you say, is it anything to do with the Oscars? No, it's not to do with the Oscars. But the subreddit that I have seen this image on that prompted this was /r/Oscar race. So in itself, it's not about the Oscars. But if the Oscars didn't exist, I probably wouldn't have known about it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Can I have some more names, please?
I've only got four more names.
Okay,
So
give me all
I could
four.
do
Go on.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Brendan Gleeson,
Yeah.
Barry Keoghan,
Right.
Cohen, maybe, and I'm gonna say this wrong. Kehu Kwan.
Is it the Golden Globes?
Golden Globes are relevant, yes.
So he was the chap in. I think the last one played short round in the Temple of Doom and has gone on to win a Golden Globe. Brendan Fraser probably won something or other for The Whale, maybe. Brendan Gleeson. Oh, look at this. He won the Banshee of Inverness, or it's not Inverness, it's something.
Nearly.
So is it people who are, because they've won Golden Globes, there's talk of them winning an Oscar?
It goes more than that.
Shortly.
As long as I've understood this correctly, yes, they have all won Golden Globes.
Okay.
But there's more to it than that.
So they've all won Golden Globes, but it's nothing to do with the Oscars.
No.
I don't know.
Do you want me to give you the answer?
Give me one more clue and we'll see if I can suss it.
Think about more awards they might have won.
Golden Globe. What are we talking? Golden Globes, BAFTA.
Yep.
Cannes. Are they people who have won every major film award aside from an Oscar?
What are the major film awards?
Oh gosh, here we go. I'm going to guess Cannes. Palme d'Or? Is that on there? Palme d'Or award or something?
Does Cannes go by anything else?
It's Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you now. You mean the place in France?
Yeah. BAFTA. But it's not going to be EGOT, is it?
No. It's Golden Globe, BAFTA, and one other award. I will say that you have effectively got
Emmy.
No.
I think the Palme d'Or is Cannes, actually.
I wouldn't know.
Cannes.
It doesn't mention either on there.
What's the other big film award that isn't an Oscar? Is basically the question here, isn't it? Is it something I'd know? Am I just having a little brain fart?
I suppose if we were more popular and respected, it's something we might have had a hand in awarding.
Oh, is it like a internet thing or a Critics' Choice Award? Is it the
Critics' Choice?
Yay! So they've won all three apart from an Oscar.
But it doesn't mention Oscars at all. Like the only reference to Oscar in this thing is that it was posted an Oscar race.
Oh right, I would have assumed.
But apparently, if I've understood this correctly, they have won. It says actors who have gotten Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, and now BAFTA.
Right. Oh, okay. So, yeah. I mean, I would presume that's the big four for film. I would guess. Critics' Choice, so. BAFTA, Golden Globe, and Oscar. Or Palme d'Or. Whatever one I missed.
Palme d'Or's always like the Cannes thing. Always feels a lot more
proper.
Indie.
Yes.
It's like it's a small film that wins it, not like fucking Titanic.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Although Titanic may well have won it, but
it's not your massive blockbusters all the time. You often get popular films that win it. It's probably a misconception that only small films win it. But yeah, a lot of the time, you're not wrong. Do you know there's a? Have you heard of yachting?
You mean the boat sailing?
Sort of. Basically, what it is um, so say you're a Hollywood actress, right?
Yeah.
You you had a lot of really big films, but work's been a bit slow of late.
Hmm.
And one of the things you can do to keep up your lifestyle is yachting. And what yachting is at these big film festivals, you basically become an escort for a bit.
Oh wow.
So billionaires and well, multi-millionaires and billionaires will pay large sums of money to have an attractive actress that they recognise spend some time with them.
Socially, of course, not.
Yes. Well, I don't
I
know
mean,
what goes on, but this is just something
if
that I've heard of.
this, you know the woman who played Stifler's mom,
Jennifer Coolidge, yeah,
Jennifer
she
Coolidge,
won a
who
Golden
recently
Globe.
she did, and about fucking time.
I like her a
But
lot, actually.
yeah,
She's funny.
she seems like the kind of woman who would do this.
Well, Lindsay Lohan apparently, allegedly,
I can see that. I see it.
she was learning. I think she was learning Arabic or something,
Oh yeah,
specifically so she could be more appealing to Saudi royalty, Saudi oil billionaires and the like. That is what I have heard.
so she can fleece them and sell them.
I don't know how
quickly.
true this is because she has been a while and she was very recognisable. And I hate to say it, but she was recognisable at that age that a lot of, unsavoury men sort of enjoy, if you know what I mean.
Ah yes, the late 20s.
Yes. Well, late teens, early 20s, really.
Sometimes early teens.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm not endorsing it. I'm just
I
saying
know
that
you're not endorsing it, but it's not.
some people are wrong and that need to be shot and chemically castrated.
I do think they should offer that, incidentally.
What, chemical castration?
Yes.
What, as standard on the NHS or?
Well, no, just for prisoners, those sorts of types of prisoners. I think it should be offered. Because I bet there's a fair few who would accept it.
Probably.
You know,
There will be
are
a
just as
portion.
disgusted by their thoughts and actions as the rest of us are.
Oh, absolutely. There will be some people who are remorseful of their inclinations, shall we call it.
Yeah, it's not a nice thing to be cursed with, I bet.
No, I can't imagine it would be particularly pleasant. Unless you're one of those people who is genuinely just really fucking loves it, in which case you probably don't give a shit.
Yes,
But
in which case you're a monster.
yes,
There
you
is
are
no,
absolutely a monster.
there is no worse thing to be. Let's be honest here. That is,
It's certainly up there, isn't it? As I can't think of anything that's worse than that right now off the top of my head. But I'm sure given a month to think about it, I could probably come up with something.
yeah, some very elaborate crime.
Yeah.
Puppy microwavers or something. But even then.
A French puppy microwaver.
Oh, good heavens.
Well, a French.
Yeah. That's tipped it over the edge. But,
Two things that I cannot stand. People that are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch. That was a terrible Michael Caine.
Ah,
Sorry, I was picking up Lewis. Do you throw a Molotov?
yeah. This tank can't get me. I've got you, you swine.
I was shooting you in the back. I know how to say swine in German.
How? Go on.
Schwein.
But yeah, that's what yachting is.
Okay.
So now you know.
I'm gonna level with you.
What?
I misheard you the first time you said it, and I took it in, but I thought you'd said a different word at first, which is why I hesitated.
Did you think I said knotting?
No. I thought you said something that started with an F and an R.
Oh, frotting.
That's the one. I wasn't gonna say it, but you know.
Well, I know.
Turns out you're a pervert, Ben.
I'm not a pervert.
There's a jockey down there somewhere.
I'm a learned fellow.
You are. Oh, there's a jockey up here.
But,
Well, we know what we're into, don't we?
yes. Well, let's not share our various Yes.
I nearly called them inclinations, but I decided against
I was
it.
going to say proclivities, but I decided against that as well. But yes,
But bloody Dutch.
yes. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
ah, ah, shit.
Die, motherfuckers.
What's yeah? You got any celebrity gossip? Any rumours you heard?
Nope.
That,
I don't pay attention to rumours.
oh, I love celebrity gossip. I
I,
have quite the weakness for gossip.
it's maybe not. I don't think it would classify as gossip at all. But I have seen that an MP stole Stephen Bray's hat from him during a confrontation outside an office somewhere in London.
That was a while ago.
Pardon?
I thought that happened a while ago. That rings a
Oh,
bell.
I saw the video today.
Mm.
A video of it was taken, and the MP shared it, despite the consensus amongst the commentators involved being that it was a common assault.
Hmm.
Now, I don't necessarily
Well,
think,
that'll appeal to Tory voters, won't it?
well,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't necessarily say taking his hat and then eventually giving it back to him would classify as common assault, but I'm also not a lawyer. As I hasten to point out to anyone who asks me for legal advice. No one ever asked me for legal advice, which is good because they shouldn't. I'm not a lawyer.
Apparently the truck's here. Well,
Yes, it is. I can hear it. It's very loud, that truck,
I can see
compared
it.
to the gun that I was shooting right into my fucking face.
This looks like a comfy place to be.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. I got boomered. I got myself boomered. There we go.
That tanks are coming.
I threw a rock. I don't think I would happily sleep in there. Why did that zombie run in and then run out?
Well, he got
He's a fool.
got a little embarrassed. He saw, oh, this is not a zombie place. So, oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you be.
Hello, Jackie.
Yeah, you did it.
We won. We all survived. And nobody killed Bill.
No.
We are getting through these quicker than we normally do.
Well, these are fairly short campaigns, aren't they? And we know our way around them. Crucially, we're not about to get lost.
That was a 5-parter.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's another fun time
3
for
tanks.
all. Did I get any? Yeah, I did.
1.
Yay!
But I did kill a lot less than everyone else.
Kicking your ass today.
It's been one of them days, Ben.
Well, that's all right. At least you've got your package.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
It's not here yet.
Well, you've sort of got it, in theory.
I've not got it, so it's in my hands sometime.
You know where it is. And on that note, bye.
Bye.